Welcome back, guys. I want to share with you a very important chart, maybe like a warning, just something crucial that I kind of want you to just have your eyes on, okay? I wanted to make this video a little bit earlier, but I just lazied out, but I'm just seeing that it's really playing out almost like identical. So I want to share this with you. It's actually two different charts, or it's one chart, but one pattern, okay? And it's the same thing as right here. The same thing that kind of helped me figure out that this rally right here, where we went from 80K to 98K, that we were not gonna make it, and then we're just gonna reject, right? We're still in this downtrend, as you can see. We're just still in this downtrend. We'd have to go above this. Anyways, this is what I want you to look into. So this is 2026, this is 2025, this is 2022, 2021, right? So 2026 is similar to 2022, okay? What I want you to look at is, so we have this top, we have this top, we have this rally, we have this rally, and then we have another mini rally right here, and then another mini rally right here, and then we have kind of like the bottom, right? Which, that's where I'm expecting, actually, kind of something somewhere like this, right? So right now, let's pay attention to boom and boom. Okay, check this out. Let me go on this chart. Okay, it's the same thing, same crypto chart, Bitcoin chart. So if we come over here on the weekly and we look at this area, okay, again, it's right here, you can kind of see it, the long wick or whatever. So check this out. We first had a huge dump, right? Like after we broke this area, after we broke out here down, right? We crashed down and we had a huge crash all the way here, right? And then it wicked, so a long wick, okay? So crash, long wick, and then the next couple weeks were also down. And then we had an actual green week where at one point this entire line was filled green at one point, right? Where it looked like, we're really pumping. Let me show you. Yeah, like that, right? And actually went even higher. And then it just ended, like this, flat, basically, right? And then the same with the next one, and then also that one ended flat. And not only that, but it actually broke down from that support, and then the next one also broke down, and so on, and it came all the way down until it touched, right? Point is, we had a crash, we had a long wick, a couple weeks of down, and then we had a fake out, right? And then the next two were just complete down, right? Check this out right here. Check this out. And this matches something else. I'm going to show you the other chart. It matches it so well. Look, we broke down from here. We came down, crashed hard, and then a huge long wick. But the next couple weeks, except that this time it's 3 weeks, not 2, because it's not going to be exactly the same. But the next few weeks also were small, right? Small in terms of price action, but also had long wicks to the bottom, right? And it kind of looked like it was bottoming, right? That's kind of what bottoming looks like. And then we had a sharp up, right, where it broke, and then it just came all the way down, and then it's probably going to close here. So here's what I'm trying to say. What I'm trying to say is that this week, in 2 days and 11 hours, it will probably, probabilistically, what's going to happen is that it's going to come probably down to like right here, and then it's going to close kind of really short, just like the other one. And then the next candle will also pump, but then it will ultimately break. It will probably break this and come down, right? Come down to something like that. But then the next candle is the one that's actually really going to dump us, right? So we have our crash, we have our wick, we have our fake out, and then the next week is going to be a down week, and then the next one after that is also going to be a down week, and so on, right? Just like right here. Like if you look at it, it looks basically identical. Look at these candles, it could be off by 1 or 2 weeks, just like here. There's 2 red weeks and then there's a white one. It's like, oh, it's so similar, it's crazy. So the other thing I want you to look at is this dominance chart. This is the chart that people don't look at. They look at the Bitcoin dominance chart, where it says like, out of all the crypto liquidity that's out there, how much of it is in Bitcoin versus altcoins and stuff like that. But really, you want to be looking at the stable coin dominance chart, because when people take profit off crypto, usually they don't really put it in their bank account. They just keep it in at least smart money. The smart money that really sells, like the tops, right? They know where the tops are at. They want to buy back in the bottom, so they don't want to cash out like that. So they keep their money in stable coins. Okay, so This is the stablecoin dominance. So as when the stablecoin dominance goes up, that means that more people are cashing out. Right here, this is basically our previous cycle, right, for 2021. As it went up, Bitcoin went down. As this went down, Bitcoin went up. And then we ultimately broke out, and then that's where it really crashed, right? And then this is the time to buy. The time to buy Bitcoin is right here, which is, you know, when stablecoin dominance is topping out. And then as it came down, this is the Bitcoin's bull market. And then now this was kind of when we started to go down again. And then look, we broke out. We broke out. Okay. Let me add this so you can kind of see, you can see Bitcoin. So up top you have the stable coin dominance, in the bottom we have Bitcoin. Okay. So as Bitcoin topped right here on the stable coins dominance, we actually went down. And then as we went up here, see, that's where we went down, and then so on, right? But here's the thing. Here's how you know. Here's how you knew right here on Bitcoin in the bottom that you can actually buy here, right? It's because on stablecoin dominance, it was hitting the same resistance level. So right here was also the same resistance level. So that's how you know to buy, right? But then once it made a higher high right here and it was going up to break and it broke, that's how you know get the heck out, right? And that's like getting out late. You're already down 50%. Really, you should be selling here at any time it hits the support is when you sell. So you're actually selling literally the tops and you're buying the bottoms each time, right? But that's how you know confirmed, like, okay, that's it. It's down, right? Going down. And it did. It crashed down, right? Same thing here. Look, it was, you know, it was hitting support. That's how you know when to buy, when to sell. And then right here, it tried to break, came down, bounced right off here perfectly. And then that's it. That's it. It broke out, right? So that's what the stablecoin dominance. Look at what's going on right now. I want you to see this. This is what I really want you to see. So right here, this area where I'm like, hey, no, we're not gonna be able to continue higher. We're gonna go even lower. Look at this. This is actually kind of insane how similar it is. So if you go on the weekly, look at this right here. Okay, let me screenshot it. Let me screenshot this. And now look at the last time that this happened. It's actually kind of crazy, right? Let me paste it in here. Okay, so this is what I just screenshot. So this is us right now, and this is us last time, okay? What I want you to particularly pay attention to is this area, right? Okay, how can I do this in a better way so that you can really see what I'm talking about? Okay, boom, there we go. So I just have, it's the same thing on both sides, right? Except that the right side is us right now and the left side is last cycle, right? Bro, look at how similar this is. Look at the huge candle, and then it left a huge wick up. Huge candle, left a huge wick up. Like, it's so big that none of these were able to get back to that high. Same here, look, we had more candles up, but they weren't able to hit that high. The only thing is we have 3 green candles instead of 2, which is reversed from Bitcoin. We have 3 bear candles instead of 2, right? And then the same thing here, look, we have a red candle came all the way down here, and then ultimately it became really small. Same with this, look, came all the way down here, right? And then ultimately it's just kind of probably about to become really small. And then the next candle is going to go all the way up to, look, where did this one go? To this wick, right? Right to that wick. And then the next one crashed. So for this one to go to that wick, that's bringing Bitcoin down for the next week, right? That would mean that next week Bitcoin is going to come all the way down to, which is this week, to $60,000 or $59,000, right? 61, 62, or like these ranges, right? That is probably going to come all the way down and touch that, right? The next week. That's what it looks like. And then after that, it's going to be a huge down week. That's literally what it looks like, you know? And so far it's like, you know, this time is not really different. It's been doing the exact same thing, that it's kind of like scary how close this is, how similar it is. It's like, if you really look at it, it's so similar. So similar. Look at top, double top, top, double top, and then crash, and then crash. You know, and now we're in this downtrend, right? Just like here. Once it broke out of the downtrend, now it's like, okay, yeah, you could say we bottomed. We're not bottoming here. We're inside the downtrend. Oh, the only other thing that I'm kind of changing a little bit is my bottom target, I don't think is 33K anymore. And I have reasons for that. Honestly, I should make a video on that. But really, I think bottom is actually probably going to be around 40K. And right now is March 6th of me saying this. My buy target when I start to DCA will probably be 45K or around that range. But 40K is actually what I think the bottom is. I'm not entirely sure about 33K anymore. I think that's too many people are looking at the 30s that I don't think that's going to work out. I have my other reasons, but make sure you comment, like, and subscribe. Hope this video helped. It should have helped. Yeah, love you. Sit down. Bye.